Now the next tab is the report tab. We'll go ahead and select reports, and we've added two of the message reports. These are absent requests and just general requests. You can go ahead and just bring them up and select a start and end date. If you need a report on just what request that you've made, you can put the time in there, what type of request, who the user is you sent them to. So there's two different types of reports for the request group. And then we added two time card reports. The hours and earnings would be your summary. You'll pick whatever start date that you want. You can go backwards and forwards here to the different pay periods. If you select custom, you could do a range of date, 10 years if you wanted to do that. So there's a lot of different reports and time frames you can do in the system. You won't need any of this at all because it's reporting only on yourself. So you don't need any filters or anything. If you need an employee ID, you can place that on your report. You can do a total hours of the different breakdown, like vacation and regular hours and overtime hours if you like. We can select up here in the upper right hand corner to launch in a separate window and just say display report. This particular one's just going to give you the date range up on top. You can save it out to a file if you need to bring it in Excel, for an example. Print it out. Here's your hours for Clara. So we had 10 hours of vacation, we had 8 hours of work, and then we had our totals down at the bottom. Now if you got a report that you want to see all the time, we can create a favorite in the bottom left hand corner. We can name it, whatever we want to name it, give it an icon, and that way you don't have to select all these things every time. Most of the time the default checks are sufficient for any reports that you want to run. The next report is the time card report over here. And this one here will break out your punches, actually show in and out punches instead of grand totals. Again, we'll go ahead and select, launch in a separate window. Whatever you want in here, we can display the report. And this will show the actual days and the hours. And if we click on the day, it'll bring up the time card screen. You can actually see that day highlighted of the hours that you added there. So that's the report menu, just a couple of the simple reports, hours and earnings, and a time card report.